So I've owned my GMC Arcadia now for about a week, and so this is like a 1 week update. And I mean, so far so good, pretty much. The only one thing that kind of it was like a fluke was a couple days ago we were I was doing some some errands and things like that. So the car was on for a lot of the day. I was running around. Um, I mean, nothing stood out. Like the temps were not like high or anything like that. But when we got back at the end of the night from picking up my daughter from cheer, the fan, and I don't know which fan it is, but I don't know. It was some sort of electric fan, just remained on. And it was pretty loud. So we got out of the car. The fan remained on, which a fan remaining on after the car is off is kind of weird on its own. So we went upstairs. I came back down, and it was actually still on. So I'm like, well, what the hell? That was kind of weird. And so I kind of start looking it up, and sure enough, there's on the Arcadia and Traverse forums, there's people experiencing the same thing. So some people say it's a thermostat sensor. Some people say it's unplug the battery. It could be it's stuck in a loop or something like that. So long story short, I went and got a wrench. I was gonna unplug the battery, and by the time literally I put the wrench to the battery terminal, it turned off. So I was like, what the hell? All right, well, okay, maybe it's just like a weird thing that when you've been driving it a while, it just needs to like cool off or something like that. So just to test the theory, I actually turned the car back on and then turned it off to see if it would still do it, and it did. So I just went upstairs to my apartment, and after like 5 minutes, it turned off. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a weird quirk, I guess. So that happened, within the first week, and it hasn't really done it since then. So I don't know I guess if it does it again, I'm gonna like make an appointment or something like that, because then I was reading some people were saying that, well, I mean, if the fan remains on, right, that can't be good. It's gonna kill the fan, or it just can't be good for just to remain on like that, right? So either way, it'd be something that has to get looked at. But the warranty I have is 3 years, unlimited miles, no copay or whatever. So I'm not going to be hesitant to take this thing in for anything that's out of the ordinary, because why not? I pay for a warranty, and I want a car that's in tip-top shape that doesn't give me any problems. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if it's a problem, but it's just a weird thing that's happened so far. And then it was actually kind of funny, because this guy I work with, he's got a GMC, I think, Yukon, right? And he's had a lot of problems with his, actually. He's replaced the motor, he's replaced the transmission, and like the motor was like 11 grand. And he was actually on vacation when his car was in the shop, and they called him and they're like, yeah, you're gonna need a transmission. And so just yesterday, he was asking me how everything's going or whatever, and I was like, I didn't mention that I had that fan stay on or whatever, but he's like, yeah, it's a GM product, so I don't know, my experience with GMs. So it's kind of funny that, like, he's he's already thinking about me, like, with my GM experience, but yeah, I mean, hell, I had it when I was married. My wife's Traverse, at first, that thing was nothing but a problem. Had all kinds of issues, and I did a few things with that, which is on my channel too. But I mean, as far as I know, we anything about problems since then. So I guess it's been doing pretty good for her, and she keeps driving it. So yeah, I mean, that's the first thing. Other than that, I've noticed that, I hate the stop start stuff. So every time I get in the car, I just turn it off, because for one, you have to just go through starters like crazy with that. And then for second, it's just annoying. Like, I don't need the car to be off if I stop at a stoplight for 10 seconds or something. I don't need you to turn off the car. So, and it also has, which I didn't know at first, but you see the little V6 symbol there? Well, it goes from V6 to V4, so it has the cylinder deactivation too, which I didn't know, but hey, whatever. I've heard bad things about that, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm giving this a fair chance. I haven't bought a GM vehicle in a while, but and the Toyota I just had was just flawless. Nothing wrong with it ever. No light, no nothing. Ran every time, started every time, consistently reliable. And yeah, other than that, other than the fan thing, really no complaints. Yeah, everything works the way it should. And so yeah, so far so good. I'm just a little skeptical about the fan thing, but I actually got a notebook, and I'm gonna be keeping track because this is a GM, so proceed with caution, right? I'm gonna have a notebook. I'm gonna write down everything from day one, my experience with it. That way, if there is any mechanical issues with it or warranty issues with it, I have a proper documentation. And then if it becomes like a consistent problem, then guess what? I'm gonna freaking get rid of this thing, and they're gonna like have to take it back or something like that, because I'm not playing that game.